From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It'll be a gain of 5. And now third down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Zach Bond there on the tackle.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Carr now to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? Well, it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Here's Carr to throw. Touchdown! Jerome Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over this. said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for field goals, not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 43-yard line.
Carr drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Hurts to throw. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. They will run for it with Gainwell. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Carr going to throw. Gets this complete to Shaheed. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing now is Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That's good for the Saints.
Now Carr. This one taken in by Olave. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 17-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun now for Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Derek Carr. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Carr will look to throw. And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing is Hurts. Rolling to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's a screen with Gainwell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Hurts. On the move to his left. Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They'll They'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right.
Hurts fumbles it. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense. But whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player. But fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Carr now to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be taken down here about the 11. Now a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Blake Grupe out and ready to send this away. And off we go from SoFi. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. No one around. He's got space. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Throwing on first is Herbert. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll go down. The Saints make the play. And it's a sack as he heads out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he's going to fire it deep left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's trying another one deep. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 4th and long. They snap it to Herbert. Rolling out to his left. Now he fires it deep down the knee. Brought in inside the 20. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Has it in close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script the first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Here comes Williams on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Carr. This one's taken in by Hill. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Olave with the catch. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Katie. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
I don't know what the thing is.
We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have second down and 5. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Kamara's got it. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll run with Kamara. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Carr here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him.
Touchdown, New Orleans!
Complete to Juwan Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans.
So the Saints offense staying on the fields. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a 2-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and can energize a defense and give them that swag when the defense stop them.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this
If
up
you
and
don't
away.
quit, this game will be going over.
He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Escapes the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Chased out to his right. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Buying some time left. Now he's throwing deep down that side of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers with a chance to boost their lead. So the ball on the midfield stripe now after that big play. It's 1st and 10. He rolls to his right. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. It's Herbert once more. Vacates quickly left side. Got a man. Palmer has it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. Now Herbert again. Bails out of the pocket quick. Has it at the 7. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Dobbins can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. He's on the move. And oh, he got it. Interception. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. And he's out the clear. He's at midfield. The 30. The 10. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. I don't know about you, Brock, but I can almost feel them going through the 5 stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass in 6 points return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, 30, 40 yards into his return, and then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened.
Wow.
What a return to add to that list.
And he gets into the end zone. Not a bad way to end the first half. Adding an octopus as time expires. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped by Deion Henley. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Carr. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Carr throwing on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Carr now on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. It's Carr. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it. Looks like the feet are in bounds too. Oh, I don't believe it. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Carr setting to throw. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Chargers in the dime on third down. 6 DBs out in coverage. Now Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. He's back to throw. He's gotten to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Nothing on that play, and now we have second and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Saints grow the lead coming out of halftime. Derek Carr with the touchdown. The Saints trying a 2-point conversion once again.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Carr to the air now. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Going for it yet again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for 2, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. The problem is the defense knows even more.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Throwing on first is Herbert. Flush down now to his left. That one's caught along the left sideline. So we hit the end of the third quarter. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Here's Herbert, first and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he works this to the 38 before going now. It's a gain of 22. And the Chargers will have a first. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 17 at the Saints 44-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's another Chargers first down.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Escapes out to the left. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Pete Werner has it.